Hello everyone, my name is Oscar Witemea, and welcome to the last part of the AWS CLI, AWS CDK, and AWS IAM roles and policies video. In this video, we're going to be going over some final thoughts such as applications and the best practices of these tools. So again, let's just skip over these slides as these were from the first video, and we're gonna quickly go over some of the topics from the last video, such as that CLI is just a command line tool that is used for automation, and some examples such as EC2 instances or any S3 buckets. Then we also have CLI profiles and MFA. Profiles just allow for better views and permissions, while MFA adds an additional security layer on top of the CLI. And then we have the instance metadata, which is just how to get some information on the instance ID, some role credentials, and region info, alongside a quick overview of the AWS SDK, which automates API calls, the credential provider chain, and then what order they go and what exactly are the pros of using these. And then also the exponential backoff and rate limits, which are extremely useful, especially if you're doing automated API calls. So now on the next slide, we have application uses. So some of the uses for these tools are automating deployments. This is especially incredibly useful for DevOps, managing cloud infrastructure or secure application development, or monitoring and any scaling systems that you may use. Some of the best practices that we have are to never hard code any credentials, as this can actually cause some errors within your system. We did have a topic previously that we talked about that we said that it did prevent any hard coding credentials. Use IAM roles instead of users. This is in order to establish better permissions. As I said, the roles are more efficient due to them being easily modifiable and just overall being more useful when you need to change things in a more efficient and quickly manner. Enable MFA to increase overall security. I like to think this is a bit more common sense, but it never hurts to emphasize the point that MFA is truly a critical security step, no matter what. Rotating access keys is also a critical step to use in order to increase security. This makes it so access keys are much harder to identify or exploit. It just overall improves security. And now this brings us to our last slide, which is the overall conclusion. So we learned some basics about the AWS CLI and the SDK, which they are tools which improve efficiency due to the improved automation that they provide. AWS IAM ensures secure access control to the instance. How some of the best practices that we've spoken about improve overall reliability and safety of the instance. And the last point is that all the tools mentioned within this presentation are extremely essential for the cloud field. And this is because all cloud professionals use these tools and practices in order to improve the efficiency of their programs. And that would do it for today's video. Thank you everyone for watching this short 3-part series, and I hope you've all had learned something useful while watching these. And I want to give one last quick shout out to Dr. G, giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak about these topics and allowing me to learn new skills of using AWS. Thank you everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next series.